friends, and welcome back to Cleaning Therapy. My name is Jenny if you're new around here, and today we have not one but two very messy closets that need to be cleaned out, decluttered, and organized. So I hope that you like that kind of motivation. I absolutely love these kinds of videos. They are super relaxing and satisfying, being able to see all of this mess just turn into something a little more aesthetically pleasing. And thank you to Cricut for sponsoring today's video, because I will be using my Cricut Joy to make custom labels for all of my organizing today. So I'm starting here by just getting everything out of this very small linen closet. I'm putting it all on my dining room table, which you'll see in just a second. And this is an 18-inch closet. So just to give you a little perspective as to how small of a space I'm working with, this is 18 inches across. You have to get very creative to maximize a space like this. It's very small, and we have many different needs that have to happen here in this closet. This is a good central closet for us. So as you can see, I'm just putting everything on my dining room table because I want to see it all at once before I start decluttering. And yes, I am wearing my paint clothes today. We are going to paint the inside of this closet. I've always wanted the insides of my closets to be painted the same color as my house, and today is the day. So here is everything I pulled out of this linen closet. I can't believe all of this was inside that tiny closet, but I'm also gonna have to pull out all of the things from my cleaning closet because we'll be doing the same thing to the cleaning closet today. But the way that I organized this video and edited this video was to show you one closet from start to finish first, and then the next closet from start to finish. And even though that's not the way I filmed it, because I did all the painting day one, I just wanted to edit it this way just to make the video a little more interesting. So you'll get to see this closet completely finished before we move on to the cleaning closet. Before I can paint this closet, I need to go ahead and get it cleaned out really well. So I'm just cleaning off the shelves, cleaning off the floor, and then I have this Zep wall cleaner that I love to use around the baseboards and the door frames and the doors. I absolutely love this cleaner. I get mine at Lowe's. If you're new to Cleaning Therapy today, welcome. Definitely introduce yourself in the comments. Again, my name is Jenny, and I like to use cleaning in a therapeutic way. It's a real good stress manager and stress reliever, and I love to create cleaning calm spaces for myself and my family for us to enjoy. And then I also love to help others and inspire them to do the same. Definitely not perfection. I'm not an expert cleaner, but I share the journey in the hopes to inspire others to create these kinds of spaces in their home for them to enjoy. This closet was so small that I actually just used a 2-inch paintbrush. It really would have been hard fitting a roller in here, and I didn't have a mini roller on me, so to save me a trip to the store, I just used this paintbrush. And once I had the walls done with the 2-inch brush, I took this little detail brush and went all around the shelves because I was not going to be pulling out those shelves. I just wanted to get this done as quickly as possible, and tiny little brushes are really helpful for that. So here is the closet all painted. I think it looks much nicer and much more custom. And now I'm going to head over to the table. This is day 2, and I'm going to be doing some decluttering. I'm just focusing right now on getting rid of anything that doesn't belong in the closet. That is step one. If it belongs in the garage or if it belongs any other place in the house, I'll go ahead and move it now. And then the next thing I like to do is to remove any trash or expired products or products I know we will not be using. So that's the next thing that I like to do. After that, we'll go ahead and try to organize and get things looking a little bit better. And if you have a space like this in your house that really needs attention, I just wanted to offer you a bit of encouragement today. If I can do it, you can do it, and I believe in you and I'm cheering for you. So let's get that on the to-do list. If you can do it today, go ahead and do it with me. Put my video up on a device or your TV and let's do it together. If it needs to wait till you have a block of time, just go ahead and get that on your to-do list. I am messy by nature, and I'm also kind of a perfectionist, or I do struggle sometimes with perfectionism. So I think that if I can't do it perfectly, then I probably shouldn't do it at all, or I'll put it off until I think I can do it perfectly. And we all know how that goes. It basically means it's not happening. So let's just bypass all that and let's just get this done together.
What you're putting in, all your hopes and efforts are all in vain. Who will pick you up when you've lost everything? Does it all become for granted with a wedding ring?
Went ahead and made 10 categories total for the closet, and then after that I took inventory to see what was missing. And in this case, I was out of Band-Aids, I was out of Neosporin, several different baby medicines. So I just went ahead and stocked up on the things I knew we would need and use, and that way my collection was complete and it would be time to organize. And now that I have my categories, I'm just grouping all my items together into the 10 categories. There's 8 smaller categories and then 2 large categories.
Don't let them tell you what you feel or who you are. Oh, there must be more. There must be another way. There must be conscience. Different things in different ways. There must be love. There must be a reason, and a little bit of faith has got to come my way.
So I'm actually taking the baskets that I bought. I picked these up at Target. They're just their standard plastic baskets that you kind of see everywhere. And they're really affordable and I think very useful, easy to clean, etc. So I went ahead and started loading them up, and I wanted to make sure that everything fit well and that the categories would work for me before I actually printed out the labels.
For too long. There must be more. There must be another way. There must be conscience.
Whenever I have really small items, I like to use even smaller organizers to kind of micro organize inside. And these are from Target as well. Super cheap, very easy to clean. They're just little plastic inserts, and so I'm using that for the little toothpaste and flosses that we get from the dentist. They're really good to have on hand in case anybody runs out of toothpaste, or if we're traveling, I find those to be really useful. So this little bin right here is going to be labeled dental.
Has got to come my way. Has got
Now that the smaller organizers are pretty much done, I'm gonna go ahead and use these larger ones for towels. So I like to keep some older towels as cleaning towels in case there's a spill or if a toilet overflows or there's a spill in the dishwasher or the kitchen. It's just good to have on hand. And then in the other bin, I'll just put our beach towels. And even though we don't use those year round, we do use them for like 8 or 9 months of the year since we live in Louisiana. It's super hot down here, so it's good to have easy access to the beach towels. Okay, so all of these bins are done. Here's a final look at how they ended up. It took a lot of troubleshooting, but I eventually got it the way that I like it. And here are all the towels rolled up nicely inside the bins. So now it's time to make some labels. So I'm sitting here down to my laptop and I'm going to go to my Cricut Design Space. Cricut is a smart cutting machine and you can cut hundreds of materials, including everything from vinyl to leather. It comes with a free software program for desktop and mobile called Cricut Design Space that allows you to choose from thousands of fonts, images, and projects that you can cut with your Cricut. Cricut Design Space is a free software program that comes with the machine. You just select an image or a project and Design Space sends it to the machine to cut. And here's what it looks like. I have the Cricut Joy, and I'll be honest with you guys, I was extremely intimidated to use a machine like this. I am not crafty at all. I don't have that talent, but I found it to be so user-friendly, and I really had no trouble at all just typing out the labels that I wanted and then putting them on the little backings that I had bought off of Amazon. It was so easy to do, and they came out so good. My daughter had walked in the room and asked if she could help because she said it looked really fun. She really liked using the weeding tool. She thought that was super satisfying. And my favorite part was definitely pulling back the transfer tape to reveal my perfect label. Something I never could do with a chalk marker. It would never have looked that good. So we had a lot of fun together doing this. So once I was in my Cricut Design Space, I went ahead and picked out a font that I thought would be really nice and easy to read. And then I went ahead and cut out the vinyl on my Cricut Joy. And then you just kind of remove the remainder, the part that you're not going to use. And then here you can see I'm just applying the transfer tape and using this little tool to smooth it out before removing the transfer tape and transferring the vinyl onto the backing. So it's really simple and it comes out really nice. And I can't help but think of all the other projects that I can do with my Cricut machine. I would love to get to my pantry soon and just label all of my containers in my pantry. And I have so many more closets that I'd love to work on. I know I'll have so many different uses for this machine. I think my favorite part was just choosing the font. There were so many different fonts to choose from. And then watching my project come to life, first on Cricut Design Space and then in real life as I cut out my labels. I chose a font that I thought was pretty but was also easy to read, and the vinyl is all cut out, and I think that they stand out really nice on the backings that I chose, and I just think that it's going to make this linen closet so much more functional. Everyone can read the labels clearly, including my kids, and it's also so much more aesthetically pleasing. So if you've been thinking about getting a Cricut, I definitely recommend it. So easy to use and it comes out so professional and it just completely levels up everything you're gonna do. I love how these labels turned out. They're so useful and they look so nice. And I would just want to say a big thank you to Cricut for sponsoring today's video. I just love how this closet turned out. It's very functional, it's easy to clean. I can see everything in the bins, so I mostly don't even need to pull them out. And everything is in its place, and I even have a nice laundry hamper for our dirty towels that the kids have in the hallway. So this is a win-win for me. But now we have a little bit of mess in here. This is the cleaning closet. We are not done yet. We are only halfway through this clean, declutter, and organize. So here you can see this huge mess down here. Everything has just kind of fallen into disarray. So we're tackling it today. And I didn't film the whole part with me painting the closet and everything because I know you guys know what that looks like based on the linen closet, but I will show you a before and after so you can appreciate the difference. First, I'm just going to get everything out of here and I'm going to put it on my son's train table. This is technically still day 1 because this is my painting day and the day that I got everything out of the closets. And then you'll see day 2 come back again when I go to declutter and organize.
Stuck here on the ground. You're lighting up the way, I can see the road ahead of me. I won't be stumbling in the dark. Your eyes are shining like the stars. I was down until you saved me.
And I had a little helper here wake up from his nap and he wanted to help mommy. So this is my 3-year-old Alex and he's just handing me things. And now that that's all cleared out, I'm gonna go ahead and just get this closet all cleaned out, wipe it down really good, and then wipe down the door and the door frame just like I did in the other closet. Let me know in the comments what your favorite part of this kind of project is. Do you like the decluttering part, the organizing part, or the cleaning part, or maybe sorting or something like that? Let me know in the comments what your favorite part is.
I'm moving closer to you now. I can't get close enough somehow. And I was down until you saved me, until you set me free. My eyes were closed, now I see clear as day. And I just wanted to say that you can take me high. Feels like I can fly. I don't need anybody, I don't need anybody else.
Cleaning closet is all painted. I think it looks really nice and so much better than just the white. Plus the walls were all dinged up, so now that is all covered. And this is the mess that I need to declutter. Pretty overwhelming, but I already have all the motivation I need from doing the linen closet. So I'm gonna use that as fuel to declutter for the cleaning closet. So as you can see, I'm back in my day 2 clothes and I'm just gonna get to work. So I'm just pulling everything out, looking at it, and I'm using a slightly different method to declutter for the cleaning closet. For the linen closet, I did your standard, just declutter everything before you put it in. For this, I'm kind of using the container method in a way because I'm basically just gonna pick all of my favorite things first and then put them in the cleaning closet, and then whatever doesn't fit, I better really like it if I'm gonna find a place for it. If not, it's gonna get donated or tossed because I only need so many cleaning supplies and there's no reason to have so many multiple cleaners for just one house. So I just want to make sure that I have everything that I need, at least one copy of them. And then if I have extras, I think I'm going to store them in the garage. Over here, I have some vacuums that are kind of redundant. I have 2 different carpet cleaners, even though I only have 2 rugs in my house. So one of those is going. I have this wonderful little system that I'm going to install in here for my ironing board and iron, and that'll get that off the floor so it doesn't keep falling and making a mess. Now I'm just going to get all of the larger cleaning tools loaded back up into the cleaning closet. And please excuse these really strange angles because it's just a really awkward space to film in. And I wanted you guys to see what I was doing. So I just kind of did the best I could. But I'm putting my mop bucket down here and I've got my vacuum cleaners on the other side. I'm going to put the carpet cleaner right here and then my Shark right next to it. And I'm gonna just load up the door right here with all of my Mrs. Meyer's and Everspring and Method products. That's where I like to keep these. Number one, because they're so pretty, and number two, because they're the cleaners I use most days. These are all of my all-purpose cleaners, my wood cleaners, my glass cleaners, all those kinds of cleaners. The more toxic kinds of cleaners, like the harsher chemicals like CLR and Drano and things like that, I'm gonna keep on the shelves in my garage just in case so my 3-year-old doesn't get anywhere near them and because I don't use them very often. So here on the table is what's left. So obviously I can't just throw these in the bottom of the cleaning closet or hang them from a hook. So I've got some bins similar to the ones from the linen closet and I'm just going to sort into these baskets and then make some more Cricut labels. And I'm just gonna get these bins back into the closet and I will show you guys another before shot, just like I did with the linen closet. We can appreciate the mess and we can see the transformation. So here's what it looked like before. It was a total mess and I hadn't been keeping up with it. I didn't have any good organization systems in place. Everything was just kind of thrown in there and the only part that looked pretty was the cleaners on the door. But now it is a brand new space. It's cleaned, it's decluttered, it's organized. I think it is user-friendly and these labels are just so pretty to me. I just think they're so clean and professional looking and just easy to read. And I just love the way this came out. So I'm so happy with it and I'm gonna do my very best to keep up with this and to keep putting things back in their place so it can continue to look like this. That is the key. It's pretty easy to create a clean space, but sometimes it can be really hard to maintain it. So I'm gonna do my very best to maintain this space because I'm so happy with it today. And I'm so happy that you joined me on this little journey of getting these closets cleaned up. Thank you so much. And always remember that you're not alone and we're in this together. I love you, friends, and I hope to see you next week. Bye.